Hello and welcome to this session on fundamentals of financial success. No matter how much we desire to be very successful in life, if that thing called money is not there, if we don't have money, we will struggle to actually to be successful in life as far as growth is concerned. And here is why you may be struggling financially, and here is how you will rise financially if you follow this session throughout the end. I have put together 10 plus financial fundamentals. These are things that I have used them personally in my life. These are things that I have used them with my clients, and they have experienced tremendous financial shift in their life. It doesn't matter at whatever level of the financial strata you are in right now, this particular session is going to help you a lot. You are here because you actually think that you need help in your finances. I don't think a multi-millionaire or billionaire will be watching this particular session because they have gone beyond understanding the fundamentals of financial success. If you are here, it's because you want to understand the things that if you do today, you will experience tremendous financial growth. And these fundamentals are so practical. And until you get them right, forget about financial freedom. Until you get these fundamentals I'm about to share with you and start practicing them immediately, you will struggle to actually experience that financial success that you desire in life. So stay with me till the end and learn about the 10 plus fundamentals that you need to know and practice and stop doing in order to succeed in life. Keep following the session as we progress. Number one fundamental is pay attention to your financial zone of life. Every human life is divided into zones. There's a zone of comfort, there is financial zone, there's a zone of relationship, and so on. But let us focus on the financial zone of life. This is the zone whereby you know how to make money, keep money, and grow money. Until you start paying attention to money, you will not be able to actually have financial freedom. What is the state of your financial zone as far as your life is concerned? And to say that you actually master your financial zone, it means that you know how to make money, you know how to keep money, and you know how to multiply money. And there is this table I like to give my clients to walk through when it comes to their financial goal. It's part of the financial goals sheet, and it's talking about money making goals. So on my left, you're going to see financial goal for the month, right? What is your financial goal for the month? What do you want to make this month? As you continue on that particular level, they're going to see what will you do to achieve the goal. Yes, having goals is important, but having a strategy in place on how you're going to achieve the goal is very important. You want to make 100,000 francs. Okay, what are you going to do to make that 100,000 francs? Are you going to sell? If yes, what are you selling? Are you going to, is it a job? Is it a salary? Is it an extra job? Whatever, write it down. Why must you achieve this goal? For every financial goal to be achieved, there is a why. For example, if you don't achieve the goal, maybe your landlord is going to send you packing. If you don't achieve the goal, you will not be able to buy what you need. If you don't achieve the goal, you will not afford basic living like food, clothing, electricity, healthcare, and so on. So you need to have a strong why that can finance no, that can drive your ability to to be committed to achieve that particular goal. Of course, financial goal for the year. What will you do to achieve the goal, and why must you achieve that particular goal? Saving goals. How much will you save every month, and how much is your annual saving goal? So this sheet can help you to do that. Get a book, get a paper, draw this sheet there, and just practice this. It's going to transform you. It's going to stretch you forward to become better and more committed in your financial journey. Fundamentals number two is it is your responsibility to understand the roles of financial success. Yes, you are here, you are following this particular session because you have taken responsibility to understand the rules of financial success. It's your responsibility. Nobody's going to force that on you until you start learning about money, until you start learning about value creation, wealth creation, saving money, and all of that. You will not experience financial success. It is your responsibility. Keep learning about money. Keep practicing what you learn as far as money is concerned. Without this responsibility, you will not be able to have financial success. Fundamentals number 3, take a clear look at your income. Yes, now just sit down right now, take a clear look at your income. Understand how you make money. Clearly know how much you make exactly on a monthly basis. This is very important. I spoke about this early in F1, but this is more core right now because it is very important for you to know what is your income. Do you really know exactly how much you make every month? And how do you get to make this money? When you understand this, you're able to understand where you are and where you are going to. But before you get to that financial success, you need to start by having a clear understanding of where you are right now in terms of your current income, in terms of how you make that income, and in terms of the particular amount of that income. Write it down. Do you know it? Write it down. Fundamental number 4, understand your core expenses that are critical to your basic living. Yes, you cannot push for financial success when you are not paying attention to your core expenses that are critical to your living. Every human being has core expenses. To enable you to understand when you are spending money powered by excitement or when you are spending money that you have not really budgeted for. Because sometimes for you to experience financial lifting or financial success, you need to know where the core things that deserve your money and the things that don't deserve your money. Because you cannot continue spending the money you don't have. So sit down right now and list out what are your core expenses, like house rent, food, right? Transportation to work, healthcare, should in case somebody is sick. You get a point? Airtime, should in case you know that your mobile phone is very important to the work that you do. These are core expenses that you need to pay attention to. What are the expenses that are critical to your living and how much do they cost? How much do they cost? Because you only start living life when you are able to finance your core living expenses. And this enables you to stop spending money on excitement. You spend money on the core things that will enhance your living. And then when you're able to sort out your basic living, it can enable you to actually plan for your financial success. Number 5, fundamental to financial success is that you are on the wrong path if what you are spending is more than your income. You are on the wrong financial path. If what you are spending is more than your monthly income. It means that you are using your cents, you are using your money, the money you do not have to sponsor your future poverty. Yes, when you keep spending money on what you don't have, you're borrowing money to actually sponsor your future poverty because you end up paying debts that are not relevant, they are not important to your financial success. So if you are on that kind of path, you need to make a U-turn. Stop spending more than your income. It's wrong. Number 6 is money is a numbers game. Money is a numbers game. Emotions and complaining and crying will never solve your money problem. It is about making the right numbers decision. Until you understand the numbers game, as far as money is concerned, you will not experience financial success. You start by knowing how much is coming in exactly as far as income is concerned, how much is going in for your core expenses. It talks about things like how much money, how many things do you need to sell to make the money you want? For example, if you need 100,000 francs, what do you have to sell to how many people and for how long for you to make 100,000 francs? That is the numbers game. For how many hours do you need to work for you to make this particular amount of money? Until you are able to have the right numbers that you can calculate and know how your money works, you will struggle to experience financial success. Stop using emotions and all of that to try to sort out financial problems. It doesn't work like that. It is the numbers. Understand the numbers. If you don't have money, it means that you are not selling something to some people that can give you the money you want, or you are not working for a number of hours that can cause somebody to pay you hourly salary or money salary that will enable you to finance your financial needs. Do you understand the numbers game as far as money is concerned? That is your responsibility. Fundamental number 7, avoid spending money on liabilities so you can impress people that you are doing well in life. Avoid spending money on liabilities so you can impress people you are doing well in life. There are many people that are digging their financial grave because they want to impress people that are doing well in life. Meanwhile, in real sense, they are not doing well. They are just focusing on impressing people and living hand to mouth and broke every single day. It is better to plan well now and live better in a sustainable way tomorrow. When I talk about a sustainable way, I'm talking about you consistently building your financial life for the next 5, 10, 15, 30 years. There's no pleasure in having money tomorrow and being broke, and having money today and being broke tomorrow. There's no pleasure in that. No single iota of pleasure as far as that is concerned. As far as that is concerned. You get a point? So it is important for you that as far as you're still trying to build your financial journey, be careful about liabilities that can cost you a lot of money when your assets have issues or when you don't have a steady financial plan for growth. Number 8, you have 2 options to maintain a balanced financial life, a great financial life. The first option is to live below your means. Yes, the first option is for you to live below your means. Yes. So, for example, if you're making 100,000 francs, you're making 100,000 francs a month or $200 a month, you can make sure that all your living expenses are below 100,000 francs. You can make sure that all your living expenses are below $200 a month. That way, you can be able to save part that you can reinvest later or multiply later. If you want to kill your financial life, live above your means, as I said earlier. Number 2 is maintain your living standard, maintain your means of living, or grow your living standard, then make sure you grow your income. One of the best ways to become very poor is when your responsibilities keep on growing and your income remains the same. So if you want to maintain your living standard, you need to work hard and increase your sources of income. If you want to increase your living standard, live from a smaller house to a bigger house, make sure that your monthly income has actually increased also. Do not increase your living standard without a corresponding increase in your income. There had a situation, one of my mentees, he called me and said, "So I want to leave from a 1-room house to a 2-room house." Then I asked him, did they increase your salary in the office? He said, "No." Did you start a business that has increased your source of income? He said, "No." So why do you want to move? Why do you want to increase your rent without a corresponding increase in income? So I warned him, you are only permitted to leave from that 1-room house to a better house if there's already an increase in your monthly income that you can finance that increase in the living standard. Very important. Fundamentals number 9 is, if you are a first-time millionaire and the first thing you buy is a depreciating asset, that is a wrong financial move. For example, if you have made your first few millions and the first thing you're thinking of buying is a car, that is a wrong financial move. Buy an asset that can appreciate. Invest in a system that can appreciate. If your first multi-millions should never be to buy an asset that can depreciate with time. If you buy, anybody who bought a 2015 Mercedes sedan or Jeep, it is no longer that relevant again, because we're talking about 2021 series right now. So it's depreciating as days go by. But anybody who bought a land in 2015, that land has appreciated 5, 6 years later. and only going to become more expensive if the person decides to sell. So when you make your first few millions, please don't buy a car. Do not buy a car, buy a land, build a house if you can, or start a business. Do not buy a depreciating asset. That is the wrong financial move for you. When you have established an asset or a few assets, you cannot think of buying a car for yourself. And of course, buy a car if the car is going to enable you to become better, more efficient, more productive, because that car is going to be taking money, repairs, fuel, and all of that. If you buy a car and there's nothing to finance the repairs and the fueling of that car, it's still a wrong financial move. If you increase that expense without a corresponding increase in your income or salary, that car is going to cost you your financial freedom, whether you like it or not. Number 10, it is not about the money you keep, it's about the money you earn and multiply. Yes, I know I said that keep money, because I don't encourage people that when money comes to their mind, they're like, oh, what should I do with this money? That's only a bad financial move. The main aim of keeping money is for you to plan, strategize, and use the money for the right reason. But don't keep money for too long in the bank unnecessarily, except it is in an investment account or a savings account that has very good dividends at the end. You get a point? So money is about multiplication. Money is about how it moves. It is cash flow. It is the movement of money that makes you to have financial success, not stuck in cash. Yes, save cash, but save it with a purpose. Save it to buy an asset. Save it to invest in a business. Save it to start a business. Save it to buy stock. Save it to do something relevant with it that will encourage the movement of cash. Don't keep money in the bank for years and years and years in the name of financial freedom. That doesn't make you financially free, because the money can depreciate, in quotes, I use that, right? It can fall in value, okay? Fundamentals, number 11, be careful of bad debts. Be careful of debts. Be careful of borrowing money. Know the difference between bad debts and valuable debts and good debts, right? If you borrow money to buy a car, to live beyond your means, that is bad debt already. If you borrow money to buy dresses for Christmas or end of year festivities, that is bad debt. If you borrow money to go and do burial ceremony, that is bad debt. If you borrow money to show off in any event, that is bad debt. Valuable debt or good debt is money you borrow to invest in something that is going to generate, like borrowing money to invest in a business you're already doing. Never borrow money to start a business, because you're sitting in trial and error. Borrow money to scale a business. External money is for you to scale a business. Never take external money and start a business. What if it crashes? You'll be struggling to manage the depression of failure and struggling to manage pressure from people you borrowed money from. Borrow money and put into something that you have a track record and you have proven that it can work. And of course, borrow money that if that money is lost, you will not lose your mind. You'll be able to manage that relationship and keep on paying that debt with a payment plan and so on. So be careful of debt. Borrow the right way. If possible, always ask for advice before you borrow. Reach out to a coach, a consultant, a finance consultant, personal finance consultant, and ask advice. This is what you want to borrow money for, and get their perspective before you take that particular step. Number 12 is, if your close friends are broke and not productive, you will be the fourth broke and unproductive person. I'm not saying that friendship should be driven by money. What I'm saying is that the quality of your friends determine the kind of financial status that they have and that you will have. Make sure that you have friends who are valuable, friends who are growing, friends who are productive, friends who are conscious that they have to become better in the society, friends who are determined to improve on their financial life, friends who create value and monetize value. Stop hanging around friends who are unproductive. Stop hanging around poor people. Intentionally change your circle. Intentionally be in places where you're going to meet people that can inspire, challenge, and push you to become better as far as your life and finances are concerned. Number 13 is your credibility is your currency. Let me ask you a question. Can you use your name right now and borrow money? Can you use your name right now and get money and give it later? Can your friends trust you? Can your family members trust you and give you money? There are some of you that nobody can give you. There are some people that nobody can give you money because their word is not their bond. They say things and they never do it. They have very weak credibility. You need to start building your credibility because it's a currency. There are some people in my life that if they ask me for money now, I will move heaven and earth and give them that money if I don't have myself. Because they're in my close circle, I trust them, they have a good credibility, and they use money for the right way. Their word is their bond. Credibility is there are some people that just their name, they can just pick a phone call and call somebody, hey, I need 10 million francs. Without collateral security, they get that liquid cash in less than 1 hour. Credibility is a currency. What is the strength of your credibility, honesty, and all of that? The kind of relationships you have is also your currency. Yes, the kind of people you have that you can borrow money from, or who can step in and help you financially is your currency. There are some wealthy people that don't have cash, but they are just wealthy because of the kind of relationships they have. If they are stranded financially, people release money and lift them up from that mess. What is the strength of your credibility and relationships? Number 14, the kind of value you can create is your foundation to wealth creation. What can you create as value? What can you do with your hands? What skills do you have that can create value and monetize that value? Do you have any skills? Do you have any vocational skills? Can you bake a cake? Can you do a hair and get paid? What can you make with your hands? Can you cook? Vocational skills are critical in the journey of success. What extra skill do you have? Can you build a website? Can you do graphic design? Can you shoot videos? Can you repair something? Whatever. I always encourage people, have a significant high income skill. You will not experience financial success without a high income skill. What is the high income skill that you have as the person desiring financial success? If you don't have, go and get trained. Pick a skill and learn and get certified in that skill and know how to do it. It is the foundation to your wealth creation journey. Stop looking for money without value. Nobody's going to give you money without any value. If you cannot create value, forget financial success. Value needs to leave you for money to come into your hands. Number 15, succeeding in your finance is not luck, it takes intentionality. That's why there are many poor Christians. They pray. That's all they do about money. They don't take intentional actions. They don't think strategically about their money. It takes learning. It takes hard work. It takes commitment. It takes drive. It takes the willingness to become wealthy and rich to succeed in your finance. Are you doing that? Are you doing that? What is your level of commitment and intentionality regarding your finance? Are you studying about money? Are you acquiring the right skills to become productive, to become monetizable as a profession? Succeeding in your finances, you will never experience financial success through assumptions and luck. It takes intentional actions and respect of principles. Until you respect wealth creation principles, forget about financial success. Number 16, do not postpone paying your core bills. Many people end up financially struggling because they postpone paying their core bills and they use the money for things that are not relevant. Like, for example, not paying your house rent, and you go drink and get drunk with friends and lose the money. It's going to cost you your financial success. Imagine taking money and instead of buying food or buying things that you need that can increase your basic living, you go and you hang out in the party and you lose all the money. Be very conscious. One of the first things you should do at the beginning of every month is to pay your core bills. When your mind is clear, when you know that nobody's going to disturb you about house rent, about feeding, or whatever, you can think straight about your financial future. You're already destroying your financial future if you owe your landlord for months and months and months. That's not a good habit. Always make sure you pay your landlord on time. Make sure you pay, you handle your core expenses that are responsible for your daily living on time. Be disciplined about that. It's going to help you a lot as far as your financial future is concerned. Number 17, have a growth mindset about your financial life. There are two types of mindset, basically the fixed mindset. Anybody who has a fixed mindset believes that, oh, I come from a poor family, I can never be rich, I can never be successful. They don't try again to know how money works. They don't try to work hard to become financially wealthy. They don't even bother. They just know that they are born to be poor. Their life can never change. That is a fixed mindset. But for you to succeed financially, have a growth mindset. Believe that you can become a millionaire. Have a positive growth mindset that your best days of your life are ahead of you. Have a growth mindset that you're going to work hard, keep putting in the best in life to get what life can offer you. Have this strong belief that you're a multi-billionaire. Have this strong belief that it's just time. Your time is coming. You keep doing the right actions today and every day until you make it in life. The life you have right now is God's gift to you. And what you do with that life is a gift to yourself, a gift to your family, a gift to your community, and a gift back to God. And it takes a growth mindset. You will not experience financial freedom or financial success if you keep believing that you are born in a poor family and you end up poor. Because you come from a poor family doesn't mean that you have a poor mindset. Because you come from a disadvantaged background doesn't mean that you have a disadvantaged financial life. You can rise up and change your financial life. And that is the growth mindset that you need to develop for you to win in life. So those are the 17 fundamentals, basic important fundamentals that you need to take note of, practice, repent from the ones you have to repent from. And that is the beginning. This will be the beginning of financial success. Until you get these basic things right, forget about wealth creation. Forget about wealth creation. Go back again and listen to this thing. Take down notes and begin to cause change. Begin to cause change one step at a time. Look at the areas of your life and begin to rise in those areas. And trust me, give yourself 6 to 8 to 12 months. You will start seeing a change in your financial life and you will one day become a better person in the society. Thank you so much for following. Have a great time ahead. Cheers.